Hi guys, it's Demonic Angel, and I'm here to do a basic a tarot video. And alright, so today is going to be the Five of Cups Rider-Waite deck. And as you can see, we got the Gentleman, who reminds us of the Hermit. You see the Hermit with in the Major Arcana, and he stands there with his staff, looking out into the abyss, the snowy abyss. Now we have this gentleman looking out into the desert abyss, but there's water in front of him, and there's a bridge in the background, and there's mountains. So his journey is not over, because mountains signify journey, and the bridge signifies a way. It's kind of, to me, it's like it evokes feelings of Pangea, when the earth was all one continent, but then it slowly broke apart, and there were these ice bridges during the different ice ages, and people had to travel across the ice bridges to get to different lands. So that's, the journey continues, because you get across the bridge and now you've got to go over the mountains. But you do it because it's all part of the journey. So in front of him we have 3 spilled cups, and then behind him there's 2 upright cups. And well, I'll be honest, I'm having a really sad, hard day to get through. So I felt like this was an appropriate card. For me personally. I'm just sad. I'm really just sad. There's anger, and there's bereavement, confusion, chaos, and these other names that are all really sadness. But I know that they're all forms of sadness, and my personal story here for the 5 of Cups is that when I was younger, I did things that were not right. They were not right in the sense that they did not help me evolve. Very sad, very sick. And so when you have an addiction, it's like you're putting something wrong and something sick, and you're putting them together. And it's really hard to intellectually separate them. You can't even emotionally separate them anyway. So I wish I could take back that moment in time of this tremendous thing that I regret, but of course that's not how it works. And I wish I could. Wish upon a genie, wish upon a star. And well, we're all forced to go the hard route in reality. I don't know if I'll find forgiveness ever for the way that I used to be, the things that I've done, even though they were a considerable time ago. That doesn't take away from it. I still did it, and I'm still responsible. I choose my action, not the consequence. But it's just a real sad sense of sadness for me personally. I am the Five of Cups for sure. I really am. And so to lead you into the how do you read it, how do you apply it to your own life? Well, you know, the desert is like the abyss of the mind. It's like if your mind is blank when you daydream and you create fantasies, and you know, you also have nightmares and regret, and all this is on the astral plane. And when those things aren't so positive, they're still important, but they take this other form of. Part of it is, I believe I might have said this, but part of you, part of your brain does not understand the difference between real and like not real. You know, you see something violent on TV and you feel removed. Feeling is your conscious perception, but you're not really that removed from it. You know, a deep part of you does not understand the difference between what is real, what is imagined, what is an idea, what is a daydream, a fantasy, a thought, these kinds of concepts. So, you know, it latches on, and it makes you recreate these things. Now, they're largely negative because, you know, you think of, oh yeah, I'm happy, I'm in heaven, I'm eating cake, I'm with my girlfriend, something like that. It makes you happy. You tend to not, I mean, you can replay that in your mind largely for sexual reasons, fantasy reasons. But otherwise, they replay in your mind because you don't understand that part of your brain doesn't understand the difference between what's happening and what's an idea. So there's that merger of your conscious mind is interacting with the subconscious, and might not all be that fantastic. Might be it feels like a nightmare. So, you know, it really, well, I guess what I'm saying as far as this video as well is like the things that you think, the things that you see, you watch, you consume through whatever kinds of media, they become a part of you. They consume you, as I've preached before. So you interact with it, and now it is part of your consciousness. And so it's not so easy to say, well, I don't care about it, or I'm sorry, or I forgive you. These are words. They're not the actual act of conscious forgiveness or conscious evolution. So it's just easier said than done, is what I'm really saying. And when we look at this, the Five of Cups, okay, these three cups that are spilt over, take a good look at them. These are his experiences. Let's say he's been a drug addict. He is divorced, had his kids taken away, gone to jail, lost a job. Everything like that you apply it to a spilled cup of milk, metaphorically here. So he's looking at the spilled cups, and he thinks that that's all that there is because it feels that way. And it's not like he just says that this is, oh, well, I can't find it. He's really been searching, and we know that because he's in the desert. He's in the middle of nowhere, and he's been looking. Okay? So, but he can't find. He you know, it's not, it's bereavement, it's grief, it's loss, sadness. And for me, the Five of Cups is really loss and loneliness. It's not that you're alone. You know, you could be alone and not be lonely. Or you could have a lot of people in your life and you'd still be lonely. This guy is lonely because nobody understands him, because nobody forgives him, because his experiences don't seem relatable to other people. So we get that going, and they're spilled over, and he's looking at that. And that's that act. It's, to me, the upright is, he's actively looking at that, like a sense of trying to forgive, understand, find all these things, but they're not there. Because what he is ultimately realizing is that he is alone. And it's very important in our personal evolutions. Although it's sad, although it's painful, we're all alone. We're all alone in our personal evolution, in our spiritual path. And the forgiveness and love and that you seek, although I do believe that you have to have outside experiences to have this, you have to apply it to yourself, in your own mind, when you're all alone with your thoughts, to make it matter. Reversed is going to be that there's kind of a sense of you don't want to turn around and look at the two cups that are still standing upright for you. There's opportunity and loss, roaming the barren desert, searching the abyss, the dark night of the soul, is part of the process of individuation. It's not fun. People avoid it by many means necessary. But you know what? You have to do it to become an individual. And maybe you're just not ready yet. That's what the reversed means for me. You're just not ready yet. And it's one thing to say, hey, pal, get over it and forgive this person. Do this, do that, feel this way, feel that way. But it has to be on your terms, because you're on this road. You're going to go over this bridge alone. Because this is your subjective conscious experience. And, that's really what is going to matter to you ultimately. To matter, to help you evolve. So, you get this in a spread, you look at the other cards, you get it reversed. Really try to understand that there's still these two cups behind you. And we all get stuck. We all get stuck in looking at what we still have left. And if it's a change in lifestyle, if it's a downgrade in payment, a form of isolation, we're going to make it. We're going to survive. And we just have to turn around and see the 2 cups that are still filled with liquid. Water, life-sustaining nourishment that propagates life, that matters. And so we just need to turn around and look at it. If it's forward, you're actively engaging upright in this position. And you're going to be able to see that from me sooner than later when I do a reading, okay? You'll be able to see that and turn around instead of having this process of denial. All are important. None are evil or good. They're just beyond that. They're part of individuation. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.